100% to me, and I wouldn't even consider a prenup. Where she might have more money than me too, so I don't really.
This is an update to this couple that appeared on Joe Biden's Podwife show. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing the update to this couple that went viral some months ago when the woman said that the guy would have to sign a prenup if they are getting married, and the guy was surprised. The woman, who is a white lady and has been married before and has kids, said that her money is for herself and her kids, and she was not going to play with her kids' inheritance. The guy tried to find a way out that he would have access to her money, but she was standing on business, and that got a lot of people talking.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good morning, motherfuckers. Now, I'm about to make me some breakfast, but I want to know if y'all saw the clip of the Joe Budden podcast with Keno and his girlfriend was sitting down, and Keno was saying how he wouldn't get a prenup against her. He also said something along the lines of, she have more money than me, so this may go the other way. And when they asked her if she would get a prenup, she was like, hell yeah. And I want y'all to see in the next picture how the body language changed between the two. Now, baby, when she was letting him know, yeah, I'm getting a prenup, look how she started smiling. Initially, she was just looking at him like he was crazy. And then she started smiling like, yeah, he not getting none of my money. And then she went on to explain to Joe, because Joe was asking questions. She explained to Joe Budden, hey, I was married before and I have children. So all of that money and all of the assets that I got from that marriage, Keno is not entitled to. That is going to my children. And look at him. I don't think that Keno was expecting her to say anything like that in that moment. I'm starting to feel that he wanted the money. Because after she said that she was getting a prenup, baby, her energy completely changed. She started laughing and giggling with everybody else. And the only person that was not giggling was Keno. And even after all of that, he's still talking about this lady's money. He, in this particular clip, he was literally saying, well, you know, if I needed it, sir, why would you need it? The lady is telling you whatever money we make together is ours. Any money I had before we get married is going to be a prenup and you are not entitled to. So even after she said that, why are you still begging, sir?
Now, a lot of black women had things to say about the interaction that occurred, because before she said that she was not going to allow him to have access to kids' inheritance, he was already bashing black women and saying they don't know how to hold their men down, that a white woman will support you and blah 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 blah, that they usually say. And she gave him the shocker of his life that no, they are going to sign a prenup if they ever get to the wedding stage, the marriage stage, because she has to protect her kids' inheritance. Anyway, it has been about 4 months since they went viral, and here's the update to their story. Now, in this video, we're going to check out the updates, people's opinion about what exactly has happened to their relationship, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, let's get into this video.
Together for what, a month?
Yeah, at least. Like, I'm not sure.
You've been broken up for a month. And this isn't one of those we're mad, we're taking a break things. This is like, we're done.
No, this is probably the
I said I'm off the roller coaster. So, for me. Because that's what it felt like.
So you ended the relationship. How did you respond?
Did you end it?
Yeah.
I'm off the roller coaster sounds pretty indie to me.
I think we were already done when you said that, but I mean, listen, if she ended it,
Hey, whatever.
There we go.
Hey, whatever you tell yourself.
There we go.
Whatever else you sleep at night.
Whatever you need.
It was mutual. It was mutual.
you know what? She was the first. She used to tell me. She used to always tell me like, "You're my person," and I used to laugh at her. I used to be like,
Jesus. Wow.
It's very hard for me. It's very hard for me to let go my guard. It's a fear for me. It's a real fear for me to be vulnerable.
Sounds like a little bit of immaturity there.
Huh?
Yeah, but it's like taking like now almost a breakup for you to be like, oh, I'm gonna lose the diamond in the rough that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sounds like you're still in your 20s shit.
Yeah, you're too old for this, man. Well, let me ask you simply. If she were interested in doing this again, would you?
I don't know.
If he were interested in doing this again, would you?
I think I already said no.
Right. So, I mean, that answers my question. Okay,
So he did. So he did come
so it
and
sounds
try.
like yeah.
So he did come spin.
And that's why I said the pattern. I recognize the pattern and the roller coaster that it's been, and I'm just not riding it anymore. So, asking for the thing.
If you follow Podwives or if you ever watched Podwives, then you knew that that couple was eventually going to break up. They found out in real time that, one, Kino was using her. Two, he thought the relationship was something that it wasn't, because she was she was married, she had kids. Seemed like she was just chilling. He seemed like he wanted to be more serious, not because he really, really liked her, but because she was beneficial to him. And three, we're already at three. We found out in real time that he was not going to get anything from her. She said it on the show, like, yeah, my money is for my kids, my inheritance is for my kids, anything that I've gotten from my divorce or anything that was prior to our relationship is for my kids. He has no access to that. I didn't need to be a detective. I didn't need to be Sherlock Holmes to know that they were not going to last at all. Not surprising here.
I'm 99.9% sure that I'm late, because I'm seeing, since last night, I've been seeing all the clips from the Joe Budden podcast spinoff named Podwives. And Old Buddy's never going to beat the allegations that he was broke. That he was a broke. Never, ever. So you was driving her car. When y'all broke up, you had to move out of her house. Out of her house. And as soon as y'all broke up, the streets say she went and bought her a new car. She was at the Mercedes place. She was standing on business when she said, definitely a prenup. Because what's for my kids is for my kids. She meant that shit. And then when she used to say to him that he was her person, he used to laugh it off. Huh. And he thought he was entitled to any part of her bag. That's crazy. And she says she ain't happy that they broke up, but she's actually happy.
I made a video about these two way back in March, and they just resurfacing again because they broke up. And the worst thing that he could have did for himself was take her on that podcast, because the questions that was being asked, the things that were being said, the advice that was being given really made homegirl open up her eyes. And that's why y'all not together. Because he really sat up there talking about black women don't do this, black women don't do that, and other cultures, they do this. Trying to lift up his white queen while bringing down the black queens. And I said that she was perfectly fine with him talking down on black women to make herself feel better. And I know this because I'm sure this is not her first time hearing him talk like that. They were still together. But since you realized, oh, he don't want to be with me because he think I'm better than them. He want to be with me because he want a piece of that money. He trying to get up in the will. This man knows that you have money, and he driving around in your car. And he said the only reason why he was driving it because it was easier to drive. What's easier to drive? Like, I don't understand. Anyway, she went and got a new car after the breakup, and he was like, that's something that pissed me off about her. I guess because she went spend money on herself instead of spending money on him. Joe Budden was getting on his ass. Like, everyone can see it. Everyone knows that you were using her. That's why you feel slighted that she didn't get a new car during the relationship, so that way you can benefit from it. She got it after the relationship, after it's over. Like, you really gonna spend money on yourself and I can't benefit from it? Then the host asked him, does it make him feel any type of way that, you know, everyone thinks that he was just using her for money? And he was like, really? They think I'm using her for money? Come on now. It was so obvious. So obvious, like you really drove it home. That's why everyone was coming at him sideways in a very humble way. It was almost like nice nasty. Very nice nasty. Like, especially when Joe Budden said, oh, you was trying to get in the will. And then he said, oh, she the one with the money. And he got so offended by that. He was like, no, she's not the one with the money. She's not the one with the money. If she's not the one with the money, then why are you talking about another culture building you up? You about 40. What's there to build at this point? Like, come on.
Some men like to act like women are the only ones who pursue a relationship because of what the other person has. But look at this man.
I wouldn't even consider prenup. She might have more money than me.
I talked about it before, but I'll say it again. A man could love you to itty bitty pieces, but he's always going to consider his finances and his bottom line. What he tried to do in that moment was make her say publicly that she loved him so much she would jeopardize her kids' financial future for him. But she didn't fall for it. Why is it that he believes, as a mere boyfriend, that he should be granted unfettered access to her children's property, money, investments, or any of those things? Those are things that were left to them by their father, her ex-husband. And he's talking about, if I need it, why should you? Why are you even counting those kids' money? But recently they had broken up. And in the recent interview, he talks about how when they broke up, he had to move out. So you were living with her. And one of the cast members mentions, and weren't you also driving her car? Then he confesses, yes, I was driving her car because it was more comfortable to drive than mine. And then one of the castmates also says, didn't you go car shopping after y'all broke up? And he talks about, see, that's the kind of stuff I don't like. That she went to buy herself a car after y'all broke up. You thought you should have had access to that too as well, right? He is the perfect example of what I mean when I say that there are some men that partner with women because they want access to what you have.
And Keno, you ain't had no business being with Edith knowing you was broke. Now the Joe Budden Network finishes up their season of Pod Wives and it gets revealed that Edith and Keno had broken up.
No.
That man is a certified bum because Nacho was driving her car to work. Now, if the tea in the episode wasn't already good, listen to the question that Mark Lamont poses to Edith and Keno and pay very close attention on how Edith answers this question.
Do you think this is the person you're supposed to be with?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I haven't always treated her like that.
Is this the person for you?
Yes. I mean, I thought he was going to be my person.
She said, yes, I thought this was going to be the person for me. Now, Keno over here dry begging like Carl Thomas, even though Carl Thomas knew that woman was married. Carl, you knew that woman was married. And Edith seems very nonchalant about the relationship. Like, well, I thought he was the person for me. He was not. And ipso facto, the relationship is over. Now, Joe Budden hasn't announced season 2 of Pod Wives, but when he does, I'll keep you guys posted.
So apparently they've broken up. And from clips that have been published online, it shows that it might have been the lady, that's Edith, that decided to break the relationship. Now, there are several clips where he was being asked, because I think this was like a reunion or something. There was a mediator that was talking to all the couple, and from the answers that the couple were giving, that's Keno and Edith, it really looked like it was Edith that said enough is enough, she's not interested, because the guy was so confused about whether she was the one that broke it up or how long they've been broken up and the rest. And it was also revealed that when they broke up, he had to leave her house, and that afterwards she went to get and buy a car. It was also said that he was driving a car even though he had his own car, because her car was more comfortable, maybe more valuable. And there were so many nuances from the guy that showed that he was obviously not the one that initiated the breakup, and he did not feel comfortable with the breakup. Now, a lot of people are not surprised that they broken up, because if you've watched the previous clip, you would know that she was getting a bit uncomfortable with some of the things that he was saying, and she could not believe that he was saying those things. Now, I don't think I'll be able to play those video clips, because I tried last time, but I had to remove it because it flagged my video. So I will leave the link to the videos so that you can go and watch them. So you would not be surprised if you watch them that they've broken up, which is why a lot of people are like, I'm not surprised. When it was obvious that he was trying to get her money and he was not putting in the emotions that she wanted. You want to use her money, you want to have access to our facilities, have access to our assets and our kids' assets, and yet when she's calling you my person, you are laughing and saying, oh, I'm not someone that likes to put my feelings out, but you want to touch her money. I don't understand. Anyway, so When I saw the update, I actually saw it on X. Somebody was just talking about how she has discovered that they broke up, and I was like, what? I'm shocked but not surprised. So when I saw it, I was like, wow. She decided to value herself and value her kids and left him. It's like I said, it's not surprising to a lot of people because he was just doing a lot with the previous interview, and the fact that he was bashing black women just to raise up a white woman, and at the end of the day, it was just because he wanted to have access to asset and money, not because he really liked the woman like that, in my own opinion, because he was feeling a particular kind of way that after they broke up, she went to go and buy a car with her own money. Why are you feeling a particular kind of way? For goodness sake, go and buy your own car as your own breakup present or something. I'm not surprised that she decided to hightail it after the whole thing. I don't know if they'll come back together, because for her to come back to the Pod Wives show, we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the mediator, the therapist will talk to them and they would sort it out. I don't know. But the fact that they've broken up and she was one that initiated the breakup is not surprising to me. And it was clear that that was eventually going to happen if she opened her eyes, if she's not closing her eyes to the red flags that was being shown during that clip, during the show that they attended that went viral. Any which way, that is my own thought about the whole thing. I don't know what you guys think about it. Are you surprised that they are broken up? Are you not surprised? Do you think that the episode that they went viral for was what made her see more light into the relationship and decide that she wants to hightail it out of there? Or do you think that other things happened that just cemented the fact that she needed to go? I would love to hear your own opinion. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.